Alright, so yeah. There are a ton of animated films out there, and there are various production companies that come to mind when discussing such movies. There's Disney, there's Pixar, there's Blue Sky, you name it. But the one that we will be focusing on today is DreamWorks. DreamWorks Animation is a company that has a ton of popular and well-known feature films, but isn't praised as highly for its work as some of its other competition. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily like any of these animation film companies the best. I'm just saying that sometimes DreamWorks movies aren't given the proper credit that they deserve. And to me, the greatest example of this lack of recognition is Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge, a DreamWorks film made in 2006, has an outstanding cast, fantastic animation, at least at the time it was made, and relatively good ratings. But despite all this, Over the Hedge isn't talked about nearly as much as it should be, which I feel is just not fair. So in this video, I will be discussing why Over the Hedge is actually one of DreamWorks' best, and why it shouldn't just be overlooked. Okay, so I should probably talk about the plot now. Over the Hedge begins with a raccoon named RJ incidentally stealing food from a bear. This obviously doesn't end well, and so RJ is forced to make a deal with this bear, in which he promises to return all of the food that he stole within a week. But in his efforts to seal the deal, RJ decided to talk with an animal family that he believed could help him to get enough food, specifically from a nearby neighborhood. However, RJ starts to develop more and more of a relationship with these animals, which is actually really unfortunate considering the fact that they realized he used them for his own gain.
Ha 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 ha.
This all really gets out of control too, as a woman from the aforementioned neighborhood calls an exterminator to get rid of RJ's friends. Hey everyone, I'm editing this video right now, but let me just say that the exterminator, or the verminator in this film, is perhaps the funniest part of the whole movie, and
there needs to be more memes revolved around the verminator.
That's all I wanted to say. Back to the video now. As a result of this, RJ decides to do the right thing and give up the food for his friends, even though this almost cost him his life.
The ovens clean themselves, you don't pay the tab till the last drop.
Alright, I've got to be honest, I really don't get why people don't talk about Over the Hedge. I mean, seriously. Like I said before, the casting is great in this movie, and the animation is pretty good. I mean, it doesn't hold up like crazy, but it's still visually appealing. And the plot of this movie is legitimately intriguing. Like, I know part 1 of this video is really descriptive and all that, but I really can't do it justice. It's just something that you have to see play out for yourself. So this leads me to my main reasoning as to why this film isn't discussed nearly as much as other DreamWorks movies. And that is because it doesn't have a lot for audiences to connect with. So I know that I said Over the Hedge does a lot well, but to be fair, there are various flaws with this film. I think the main ones that people have a problem with are that some of its jokes are kind of pointless and some of its scenes are a bit too extreme. And that very much applies to audiences not having a lot to connect with, because it prevents Over the Hedge from being known for something notable that viewers can relate to. But at the end of the day, Over the Hedge is still a great standalone film, despite it not having a whole lot of significant attributes. So now you know about Over the Hedge, and why I think that more people should know about it. Also, I know that I really like this movie, but my opinion is still just an opinion, so whatever movie you want to like or dislike is totally up to you. So anyways, I want to thank all of you for watching this video, because I get that I'm covering a topic that I am strangely passionate about. Aren't the credits supposed to roll?